Hey everybody, welcome to You Would Think with Bobby D and Mikey D, brothers from another mother. We're going to talk basketball. So, Cooper Fag, whatever his name is. What's the story on this white guy? What do you know?
All I know is the boy can play basketball. Like he's.
Yeah, I saw him dunking at 13, which is insane.
Oh, that's crazy. See,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know a whole lot about him. I just I saw, the fix was in. He went to Dallas.
Yeah, the fix was
Yeah,
in.
and then
We're not conspiracy people, but let's be honest. How the hell does he go to Dallas after they trade Luca? I've got questions. I've got questions. Something sketchy, man. Something sketchy.
There's definitely something sketchy.
So
going
now
on
you got
there.
Cooper Flag, you got Antonio made of glass,
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis made of glass, Davis, or Anthony Street Clothes Davis. Who's their point guard?
Well, they've got Kyrie. They've got
Kyrie's coming back. He didn't sign the max, right, or whatever they wanted. He signed another contract, but he's coming back.
And then Clay's still there.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
I think Dallas might be a problem all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've got a team.
Right, they got a team.
Yeah.
Luca better get that fat ass in shape.
If Dallas can stay healthy, that's the other. They get, like you said.
I saw something about his mother, Cooper Flag's mother. Did you see this?
No.
They said that she's been a basketball fan since she was little, and she passed it on to her son. This woman's like 5'2". Okay. I haven't seen her husband, but I'm hoping he's about 6'8", because how else would she be a basketball fan at her
right.
age?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, good on Cooper Flag for Dallas. They need that guy.
Well, what I know about him is the guy. I think he's not going to be flashy, but he does everything right.
Yeah, he does everything right.
Yeah.
He's we could equate him to the San Antonio Tim Duncan.
Yeah, the big fundamental.
Boring, but all of a sudden you got 30. Yeah, the big fundamental
The
or
big
big mental,
fundamental.
whatever he might be. No, wait, that's Shaq, the big mental. So if you're a basketball fan, this is good for basketball because everybody was shitting on the Mavericks. Now people actually buy tickets again, right?
Well, it's
Because
good for Dallas, right?
Yeah, because everybody's like, nah, not happening.
Well, sending Luca to LA was also.
Oh, what
that I think that's again,
that's business.
As much as you don't want to get into the conspiracy theory side of things, man,
it was sketchy. Everybody.
Luca goes to LA, which is a massive market. They got a young player in there, so that when LeBron finally retires, you got somebody else you can build around, somebody market.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Dallas gets the first pick in the draft.
I know.
Right?
Really? So it's like, it's always like somebody holding that ace underneath.
Yeah.
Go, oh, blackjack. Oh, I don't know. Look at that.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? Like, come on.
Luck of the cards.
Right, luck of the card.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So, no, we'll see how he does. I mean, I think he's going to be, what is he going to be? He's going to be a third option.
Clearly, third option.
Third option.
It's going to be a starter.
If Clay's there, maybe he's even a fourth option on offense, right?
I mean, Clay can still shoot. So
yeah.
But wow, geez, that team's got 3 stars.
Yeah, Clay's a little bit,
long in the tooth.
He's not going to do what he did back in the Golden State days, but the boy can still turn it on, right?
Still turn it on.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden, Dallas is in the mix again with one trade like that, or one win. Yeah, it's just unreal.
Yeah, and listen, if it wasn't for the fact that everybody got injured last year, they would have probably made the playoffs, right?
Probably, and that's the same old story, right?
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about our boy, good old Canadian fella, right? Allen Iverson wannabe.
Oh yeah,
Shea. So we're not. Listen, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't speak for Mike. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a Kobe fan. I've got Shea's my new guy. I like him, but I don't understand him. I watch his games and go, okay, he's there, and then 36. What?
Yeah, I know.
14 free throws. Like what? Like
knows his angles, man.
Knows his angles. Knows how to bump right. Got it right. Yeah. We're giving him the nod because he's Canadian. If you didn't know this, the Major League Baseball MVP. The NBA MVP and what's that other league? There's another league. NHL. All 3 MVPs were Canadians.
Was that the actual season or the actual?
Yeah, for the season. But okay. Last year was MVP was in baseball was a Canadian, even though he would play for American teams.
Okay, right.
So
right.
Go Canada. Oh, can I do this, you young pricks? Apparently, what is it, Mike? What's the deal with this now?
It's condescending or something like that.
Okay, so 2 things. We went to school with Jesus, okay? We outlived him. So the new thing is I can't put a thumbs up, even though on YouTube you click thumbs up. On Netflix you click double thumbs up. But now if I click thumbs up, it's condescending according to the young people who have what do we call them? Mental problems, right? Young people, you need to get out of your mom's basement and stop playing Candy Crush. I don't understand. Like, I just learned this today. This is a bad thing. If this is a bad thing, you stand no chance in life, any of you. We're going to get comments for that. Write in, because I got nothing better to do. I'm retired. So write in. I will write back on you, and we will have some fun internet war. I will win. 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you guys are this shit. All right.
Yeah.
But regardless. So back in Nova Scotia is where we are now. Mike lives 20 minutes from the city.
Yeah, about that.
20. I live the other 20 minutes from the city, the other side. So it takes me 40 minutes to get to Mike, or 40 minutes for him to get to me. Now, in his backyard, which you cannot see, but you will see sooner or later, our first pictures from the backyard. Mike, name the animals that's come through your backyard recently.
Oh,
don't include your neighbors. Those people don't matter. We got geriatrics on that side. We got geriatrics on that side, and geriatrics on that side. And we're not quite geriatric, but I take pills for different things. Blue, right? I'm just saying.
No, we've got rabbits, deer, bobcats, coyotes, black bear.
Yeah, we're not in the woods. We're not in the forest. There's no Tarzan. There's no. We haven't seen Bigfoot yet, so I'm waiting. If you get Bigfoot on the trail cam, I'm coming over. So yeah, this area in Nova Scotia, where I am also, deers, woodpecker. I saw a raccoon and 4 babies. There's a groundhog at my house.
Oh, is there? Nice.
There's a groundhog. If you ever seen Caddyshack, if anybody's out there old enough like me and Mike, you saw Caddyshack. This is what I'm going through right now. I got Gomer the gopher in my backyard making holes. I'm gonna call up Bill Murray.
Coming out and doing his little dance every now and then.
Yes, son of a bitch. Yeah, and he's making holes in the lawn. So when I mow the lawn now, it's like doing this shit.
Yeah.
So who else was in not Caddyshack, but the Ghostbusters? We'll have to get Bill Murray and the Ghostbusters to come with those proton accelerators and bust up the backyard. But yeah, I don't know how there's a groundhog in my backyard. Where do groundhogs come from?
The ground?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, that was a sober answer. But have you ever seen a groundhog?
Oh yeah, I've seen them before. Yeah,
but
not in my yard. No, not in my yard. But
my uncle had one next door for years, and he was so pissed off. It would sit up in a tree, like it would sit up in the where the bird feeder is, and just like look at my uncle, like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah.
And then he'd go towards it, and it would go down back in his burrow. They got rid of it somehow, but my uncle probably used dynamite. I'm guessing because Uncle Frank's a little bit off.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do anything proper by the book. All right. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if the gopher's next door because we live next door. I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm not a. We don't even hunt. How I feel on hunting: give the deer a rifle. We'll call it even.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like give him a head start, kind of thing. Yeah, we don't hunt in my family. I hunt at Sobeys.
Oh, if he's not disturbing anything in your yard, leave him be. But if he's causing problems, then
yeah. I mean, do we have to call somebody?
Call natural resources.
Call natural resources.
Give it a try.
Get rid of the gopher, but I don't know. Big holes in the backyard. So
yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yep. See what you can do. Deal with it.
So here's my other thing.
Or get Uncle Frank over.
Yeah, get Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank with a shovel and some bourbon. Bourbon's for him, no. That's for the thing. I'm freezing. This is June, the end of June. It is 12 degrees out this morning. Yesterday it was 9. I'm wearing a hoodie for a reason. Mike has the heat on. We're still cold. I don't even understand what's going on here. It's July coming. When is summer?
Right around the corner. It was just 30 degrees last week.
We had summer one day. It was 30 degrees. It's over. Yeah, I had the AC on in the car, and that was it. Right? But just jumping ridiculous.
Yeah. It'll take you a while to get turned around, right?
Yeah. I just, I wasn't prepared for this cold.
Yeah.
My feet are cold. My hands are cold. My head's cold. Right. I grew up through my hair, so that's an issue in itself. But right now we have rain. Not raining too hard, but definitely a little bit of drizzling out there. Going to make the day a mess. When's Canada Day? Tuesday.
Coming up. Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Back in the day, it used to be called Cannabis Day. Remember?
Well, Cannabis Day I think is still a thing, but
still 420, right? April 20th.
Go sit out in the commons.
But see now, if people who are listening to this that are not Canadian, go to hell. But if you are Canadian, we now know. I'm kidding, by the way. If you're Americans, that's fine. We love all of you equally. We're not racist. We hate everybody equally. So what? So what was I saying?
Canada Day.
The
Cannabis
Canada Day.
Day.
Okay, Cannabis Day was April 20th, but now we have Canada Day. Every day is Cannabis Day in Canada because marijuana is legal since 2018. Yeah, I think roughly.
Somewhere around.
Trudeau did one good thing. That's all I'm saying. On top of that, you can buy it online now as long as you're over 19. People, young folks, I don't know where you. There's probably still drug dealers, huh?
Oh, 100%.
Do you think there's still drug dealers, like actual, like
yeah.
we seen back in the day? But now the drug dealers, the Canadian government. Hey, look. Okay, so you can get anything you want. Full disclosure, allegedly, I went and took a look at something that's called infused. These are pre-rolled, has hash, marijuana, because that's what you need, and all rolled in, what's the word, Mike? Keef.
Yep, I think that's it.
Which is something that a female's body, never mind. Close. So,
Close.
I had one of these the other day to help me sleep. I slept and I saw Jesus. So I don't know what's in that. It is very strong, ladies and gentlemen. 42% is what it was. That is not for rookies. If you're going to do that, do not plan to go anywhere for a while. You're going to be a couch potato.
I don't know how you did it, man.
Now remember, do not drive when you're on any kind of anything, medication, cannabis, alcohol. We're all smart people here. We don't want to do that. Don't be foolish, get injured. Or, listen, I've been driving around recently. I bought a new car. That's not the point. But I've been driving around because I haven't drove in years. I've had a driver. But the police are everywhere.
Okay.
I've seen them. RCMP is parked in all kinds of different places with their waiting for the little, the little gun.
Okay.
So if you're out there, people, they're looking to get you. Right? So do not drive impaired. All right? So they're sitting around. And I've noticed another thing, Mike, since I've been home. Everybody drives like a wild man. I don't remember it being that way, personally, but what do you think about that? The driving bad?
Oh, the city's
it's bad.
There's too many people in the city now, and everybody's in a rush. Yeah,
everybody's in a rush. Everybody's honking their bloody horns.
But like I was saying to you, everybody you talk to complains about the other driver. I've never met that other driver yet.
Oh, so it's like OnlyFans. There's a billion subscriptions, but I don't know anybody that has one.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, just saying. Don't tell your wife. The driving is absolutely horrendous. It's bumper to bumper. People our highways are, what's the main one, Mike? 110, one of the airports, 120.
102.
Everybody's doing 130. Everybody's driving like a wild man.
Oh, you're asking the actual speed limit.
Yeah, the speed limit. What did you think? I meant IQ?
The highway number.
Oh, the number. Oh, okay. No. But if we want to talk IQ, we're talking 75, 80 with a room of 4 people.
Speed limit is 110.
Oh, yeah. And everybody's just ridiculous. Like I have the cruise control set at 108. People are going by me like I'm a pylon.
Yeah.
Right? Old ladies in a walker. Like, really?
Yeah. Like,
it's nuts. Okay. I had no idea. So keep up or get out of the way, I guess, is basically it. I can't believe how fast people are driving. Like, you know what I mean? Like in that left lane, the passing lane, they're going. I watch them go. Like, are you kidding me? You're doing 140 at least.
At least, yeah.
And nobody seems to give a shit. Like, there's nobody, no police right there. But I have seen the cops. So I don't really want a ticket personally.
To each their own. I just my biggest thing is don't get on my bumper.
Yeah.
Because you want to do 140. I'm doing I'm doing 115 and a 110 and passing somebody. I don't want.
Right. Get away from me.
I don't need you on my bumper because you need to go 140, 150. I'll get out of your way eventually. Just
I was saying earlier, I got passed by an 18-wheeler on the highway. Okay, that is not safe. First of all, it goes by in your car, right? My car is not a big car, but it shouldn't be passed by an 18-wheeler. That's all I'm saying. And let's be honest. In your time on Earth, have you ever seen a policeman pull over an 18-wheeler?
No, I've never come.
I've never seen it either, bro.
Sure, it happens, but I've seen them get pulled over because they're probably too heavy on the highway or something. But
their speed is just
you see them get pulled over by those weigh stations and things like that.
Oh yeah. So another thing too, I noticed coming back after years, gas 142. today? 145,
So, yeah,
138,
something like that.
136. Everybody complains about the gas. Here's the thing. You got to buy, bitches. You got to go to work, and they know that. What are you going to do? Not go to work? Oh, I can't go to work. I can't afford gas.
Yeah.
So gas is up. Everything's up. Like this whole area that we live in is really expanding. The amount of what we call them, like strip malls. I get like a, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you go up Bears Lake, it's got the Sobeys and the liquor store.
All the box stores.
Pet View, Value, dollar store, all this stuff. So it's booming out here in Nova Scotia, people. If you're, no, don't come, actually. Don't come, because me and Mike are looking for other pieces of land. We're going to build a commune. So if you want to come join the cult, come on. Here it is again. Look, this is what the cult's going to be. The double thumbs up. We're going to put it right on our shirts. Yeah, but so Nova Scotia's full. Just saying. Don't come. Go to Toronto, because it's cheap.
Yeah, that's right. Toronto's cheap. That's the place.
Toronto's
sure.
I think Toronto and Vancouver are two of the top 3 most expensive cities in the world.
They are.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
We make $6 an hour here in Canada. Or at least, what do you make? 7. So Mike makes 7. I make 6. But I'm retired, so technically the government's paying for me to live. Thanks. I'm doing this all the time to get more people pissed off because I cannot stand. I'm sorry. It's a microaggression. Yeah, sure. Is that what that is? A microaggression? You know what you are? You're a micro moron, if that bothers you. Once again, we are old as dirt. We do not care what you think. You know the Muppets? The 2 guys that are sitting, what are their names? Walter?
Waldorf and...
I'll find a picture. That's us, except he had more hair. Right? Yeah. Wisdom is all we have left. Well, Mike has a wife. I'm wrestling with mostly my sexuality.
You know.
Every now and then, you know, I watch Aquaman and go, huh, maybe I'm gay.
Jason Momoa is a good-looking fella.
Every second Thursday. Yeah, listen, he could turn a straight man, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah?
There's not one woman alive that doesn't like that fella. Well, except for his ex-wife for some reason.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he was married to, you know who it is, the black girl. She was on the Cosby. Cosby. She was on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Bill Cosby, let's fill you in for a little bit. Bill Cosby was a rapist. I was going to say comedian, but he was a better rapist than he was comedian. He has, I think, the all-time rape record of anybody, 50 or 60 some ladies. He is a piece of shit. All right, just so you know. But back in the day, Bill Cosby, Dr. Huxtable.
The Cosby Show, Dr. Huxtable.
So Jason Momoa was married to the black girl on there.
Lisa Bonet.
Okay, they're all black.
I think that's her. I think that's her.
Lisa
name.
Bonet, right? Yeah. And she couldn't stand Aquaman, so
yeah.
Maybe he wouldn't wear the tights in the bedroom. I'm not sure. But they have kids and everything. So now that's a whole different story. You go Will Smith. Will Smith slapped a little tiny black man named Chris Rock. Now, it's funny how, I bet you this right now. If Dwayne "The Rock" Juice Monkey Johnson was on the stage and Will Smith walked up and slapped him, how would that have went, do you think? Do you think The Rock would have body slammed him right on the stairs?
I think The Rock would have went along with it, would have went down.
Would have went down, yeah, maybe. Yeah,
sprung back up, raised his eyebrow.
Everybody just kind of let that go, the slap of all slaps. And then an hour later, they cheered the son of a bitch when he won the Oscar or whatever, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Absolutely crazy. People are insane. Yes. Hollywood is just batshit crazy.
It is batshit crazy.
Batshit crazy.
Yeah.
That's where everybody left, right? Everybody's in Austin, Texas, right? Or wherever the hell else they went. Everybody got out of California after the wildfires. Or before the wildfires even, during COVID, thanks to Gavin Newsom. Oh, well. Just, we're going backwards in time. So, back to basketball for a minute. Like I said, being a Lakers fan my whole life. Now people go, oh, you're what do they call it? Like band jump, wagon jump, something bullshit, some native something.
A bronze stand?
I've always liked the Lakers, not just because LeBron went there. And why? Well, when I was young, they would only show the Lakers and the Dallas Cowboys on our 3 channels on TV, right? Because it was American, right? So yeah. I was a Dallas Cowboys fan, still am. And a Lakers fan, still am, but I also like Boston too, because they showed a lot of Boston too.
Yeah, see, now there.
Mike's a Boston fan.
I'm a Boston fan.
Mike's a Boston fan. So, but Lakers, Boston, we still get along. We don't even fight. We don't care.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, we cheer. But everybody, oh, LeBron. Your brother hates LeBron. But let's be honest. we have to turn. I hate LeBron. If you're watching, I apologize. You got to retire. We need new faces in the league. What do you think, Mike?
Oh, I think I think
LeBron's 72 years old.
Jeff Teague said it the other day. He said,
Jeff Teague. Okay.
LeBron's my GOAT.
Yep.
Not my GOAT, Jordan. LeBron's my GOAT.
Right.
He said, "But we're tired, man. We're tired.
We're tired.
Just it just be done." And it's not because the man can't still play. It's
no,
just
because he can still play.
The narrative is just nothing but LeBron.
Always LeBron.
Yeah,
always LeBron.
And,
we need new faces, and there's a lot of new faces coming up.
It's like they have Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and this is the way the league is, right?
Yeah, who wants that?
Well, the thing is that they announced the KD trade, so everybody's talking about KD going to Houston.
They did that before the final. I didn't see that. I saw it after,
right?
But yeah, sons of bitches.
Yeah, so you get
nobody cares about KD. Only KD cares about KD.
Well, again, it's you got small market teams, or you got the star power of the league.
Okay, so what did you see the trade? Who did they trade for? Who did they get?
They got Brooks.
What? Brooks?
Dylan Brooks.
They got Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, and
Canadian.
Was it? Oh my God, the young fella, Green from I can't remember his name. Jalen Green.
Jalen Green
from Houston. Yeah.
Okay, that's it for KD.
And some picks.
16 first round picks
something, whatever the first round picks were, in a bag of cash probably.
Yeah. And how old's KD? 30 what? 6?
Yeah.
5?
No, he's probably mid-30s. He's been in the league
a long
he's
time.
been in the league 16, 18 years now. He's been in there for a long time now too, right? And another one that.
So what's that team going to look like?
When he plays, the guys, who can stop him?
You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. If he's on, he's on. It's like when you're that tall and can shoot, it's there's nothing you can do.
Houston was number 2 in the West last year.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so they definitely young team got to the playoffs and didn't have that what's the word I'm looking for? Experience that leader that leader to be there to actually get them over the hump. I mean, Fred VanVleet's pretty good player.
Yeah,
was
he's
on
up
that
there.
Toronto championship team.
There,
Steven Adams is there as well. I believe,
oh my God,
right?
I forgot about Steven Adams. Yeah, he's a problem.
So he's still there, and I think he just re-signed. So another some experience there, but KD is what they needed. They needed some experience, somebody that could score the ball.
I think it's a good trade. I think they can do well with him. Well, I'm more impressed with. Let's be honest.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Phoenix trade was a good trade as well, and that didn't work out. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
I can't believe how young and how good OKC is.
Yeah.
They listen to the coach. They play defense. They run back. They get behind the ball. Young people watching this, all you young people, Mike actually played ball, like for real. He played real ball, played for university. And why he didn't play all years? Because he concentrated on his brain so he could have a real job, because basketball he wasn't going to play in the NBA. Steve Nash fucked him. So, yeah, thanks, Steve Nash. This was a real guy that should have played. Right?
Sure.
So, that's true, though. He played. Anyway,
I did play, but
right. Yeah, for a cup of coffee. Shut up.
Yeah.
For a cup of coffee, that's fine. I could not play. I cleaned the towels.
Yeah.
All right. But, I mean, for a young team like that, geez, they're poised, man. Like the coach. Woo. It's trouble.
I think, the big thing is that I think they're all under contract for next year.
Not only that, do you see how many first-round picks they have? Like kicking
for
around
future,
for a long time. Like this team is going to be a problem.
It is. It's
but they can't sign everybody.
You have to use them properly too. Like I don't know. We'll see how Brooklyn kind of works out this year. They had 5 first-round picks, and they're obviously resetting and hoping this young core are going to come in. But I don't know. We'll see if that plans out. Doesn't always pan out. And at some point, these guys at OKC are going to want the money. Right, and so they're not going to be able to keep that team together. So that's
how it works. That's how the
NBA nowadays, right? Like it's fair, but
you can't do it.
Yeah,
but I mean, that team's going to be hard to beat.
It is. Yeah,
it's going to be, especially now.
Funny. Right? The thing is that we haven't had a repeat since Golden State. I think, right? When the KD years, Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State.
I think that was the end of it. So,
and I'll stand up. If Shaq and Kobe could have kept their shit together. That's all I'm saying. We could have had. All right.
Sure.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Kobe's my guy. All right. I like Jordan too, but Kobe's my guy. Mike likes Jordan. We both like LeBron, but not as much as we like Kobe and Jordan. All right. Get over it. All right. You might like who was the kid that won the white kid that won the slam dunk?
McClung, I think.
Yeah. How come he's not in the league?
I think he's floated in
G
and out of the
League,
league.
D League, F League. But here's the thing: when you got to bring a 5'9", 10 white guy in to jump over a Prius, you can't. What's the guy's name that loves guns?
Where do you start?
yeah.
There's not just one guy.
And we're not talking about the Jailblazers back in the day either. Morant, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
The guy could jump under the
I thought
gym.
you were going with Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, that's another story. Remember back in the day, people don't know about that shit. What was that guy's name? Screwed his career. What was his name, Mike? The young guy that pulled the gun on him.
Oh, it was Arenas that had the gun, right?
But they both had
guns.
Oh,
somebody pulled the gun on him. Oh, yeah, God, I don't know.
They both had guns, and then his career was just done, and Gilbert was Gilbert.
Yeah. In the locker room, they had.
Well, yeah, but what happened was that the reason they got so many game suspension is because he was using the NBA team plane to fly his guns into his house.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and Gilbert's like, yeah, I got all these guns. How'd you get them? What? Like, yeah, he did it illegally. Anyway, whole other story. But no, I was talking about John Morant.
Yeah.
The guy can jump. What's his vertical? 40-some inches.
Got to be. Yeah.
I mean, mine is 4 centimeters.
Yeah. Phone book.
Listen, not a Chinese phone book, but like a Glace Bay, Cape Breton phone book. Right. But he said he'll never go in the slam dunk contest. Why? So he doesn't get hurt?
I don't know. It's it's
you like money. You're a gangster.
You don't. I think part of the appeal of the dunk contest wasn't just that the guys could dunk; it was star power. So it was these guys going head to head.
Yeah.
Jordan and Neek, Vince and Tracy McGrady.
It was competition.
Kobe won the dunk competition. Blake.
Griffin. Yeah.
So it's unfortunately LeBron can dunk. I don't know if LeBron's a dunk contest. Power and crazy dunks, but you watch those videos of him in the practice facilities where it's bouncing off the wall.
Yeah.
Crazy dunks, but
I
don't know if that translates to an arena and to a dunk competition. Everybody wanted him to do it.
Yeah,
he probably still would have won because the man could jump out of the gym and the power that he could throw those things down with. But not a lot of the years. So you need Ja versus Zion is what you need right now, right? Like that's.
Oh, there's another one, Zion, fat boy. Stop eating donuts. Like, what's his story? The new LeBron. How'd that work out for you, NBA?
Yeah.
How many games has he played, Mike? Maybe a season. Yeah. Maybe total.
That's unfortunate, right? I guess.
It's just injuries upon injuries.
Which again, I guess switching back to LeBron again. You got to admire the longevity of this man, right?
Unbelievable.
Like, no matter what people say, and you see all these arguments. I mean, we're doing the same thing right now. We're having the conversation.
Testosterone.
Jordan, to me, is the greatest to ever lace him up.
Drug free.
But like what LeBron's done for his career is just phenomenal, right? Even Jordan couldn't stay injury free. He lost, what was it? Whatever year it was that he scored 63 when he came back and scored 63 on the Celtics that year. Was it 86, something like that?
In mid-80s, maybe 85.
Yeah, second or third year in the league,
but I mean, he didn't play 20 years.
He lost the whole season almost right that year, right? Oh yeah, what did he play? Yeah. Well, I don't know. When you add them all up, it might have been 16 years. I can't remember because he's.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody talks about the Washington years, but he did.
Well, that's the Washington. I mean, he took time off to play lacrosse, or whatever that sport was. Something with a bat.
Something with a bat. Yeah.
He could have been a good ball player. I'm telling you right now. I read some stuff on him. He could have been a good ball player.
Well, I think he was. I mean, he just he wasn't top tier, but he was. Well, still a good
give him
player,
5 years in. Let's see where he goes. Right, the man's an athlete. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But okay. Here's the other thing. What's going on with the Achilles tendon injuries in the NBA? I've never seen so many, Mike.
I saw them talking about the shoes. Is
it the shoes?
Well, I don't know, man. Like
I don't know either. But I mean, what a horrible injury.
Yeah.
Horrible. It ruins your career, basically. You can't jump anymore.
It is. Right? So, it's...
So we got 2 in the playoffs, right?
3.
3 in the playoffs.
Lillard, Tatum.
Oh, shit. I forgot about Lillard.
And
yep. Halliburton.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Just so sad. So sad. But so you read something about the shoes, huh?
Well, I read they're talking about it now. That they're all low-cut shoes right now. But
do you think that has... I don't know how that could have anything to do with it. I mean...
Not with the Achilles. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Like, I know when we played, you had the high tops or the mids. Gave you a little bit of ankle protection, but that was
the
ankles,
old school
right?
canvas Chuck Taylors. You played in the 30s.
I don't know. Yeah, that's right. So, I don't know how the high tops would protect your Achilles. I don't know.
I just think it's a genetic thing. I mean, knowing what I know, working in the field of exercise science, I mean, that Achilles tendon has a load on it that is like no other, man. Like, you know, and these guys aren't blowing them either. Like when they blow, it sounds like a cannon, right? Like these guys are like, oh, gee, what I have.
But
like,
the things they do now, though, with how quick they're changing angles,
and that's what I was going to bring up.
Start. Like it's.
I don't know how your knees even do that.
No.
Right? Like my knees go. That's that. Okay. You know.
Well, we're also 50.
Speak for yourself. I'm a hell of a lot older than that, but my IQ is close to that, so that's good. Total IQ in the room right now, 78.
That's right.
78. And if Claudia was here, it'd be a solid 95.
That's right.
Claudia is Mike's lovely wife. You can't do any better, let's be honest. I can't. So.
I can't.
He can't. And he's tried.
Easy now.
I don't mean when he's married. Trouble. I mean back in the day, you know, back in the day. So, well, okay, here's the thing. So me and Mike met back in somewhere between 93 and somewhere in there. Remember the date?
I moved to Nova Scotia in 95, so it would have been probably 96.
96, somewhere in there. 1129 Wellington Street with a whole bunch of crazy people. We all went to the same university. We're not going to mention that. I'll keep that out of the mix for now.
Mm-hmm.
It was a high-level school, one of the best ever, just so you know. Yeah, we're both at community college. Yeah, we don't have degrees. We just pretend.
That's it.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
You can print those off nowadays.
That's
online, right?
Yeah, you can. We should go get a couple of those.
Yeah.
I do have a real license for a job, but we're not going to talk about that. Do you have a license for your job?
I can drive a car.
Yeah, me too. I have 2 licenses then. I have. Yeah, I can drive a car too. Not very well, but I can barely see over the steering wheel. I have one of those booster seats, right? But
yes.
Yeah. Once again,
I am registered for my job. Yes.
Well, aren't you registered convict or sexual? What is it?
Nothing like that.
We're kidding, of course, but those are bad people. We have net what? We do not condone whatever that shit is. These bad people. We are the people that would save those people. I don't understand what happened to the world, but there's still perverts in the world. We give them a free pass.
We would save those people.
No, not the perverts.
Okay.
We would save the people that the perverts. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
We have nieces and nephews and sisters, and we're not cool with that. I mean, you do your own thing, but do it to yourself.
That's right.
Like we're not. This kind of. We're not going to go deep into that, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Get over it. Once again, if you don't like it, write us. We will write back. And I will tell you where to send me location.
With a thumbs up.
With the thumb, what? 2.
With 2 thumbs up.
Double, right?
Yeah, that's going to stay.
Buddy, I'm going to be doing this forever because that condescending bullshit.
Like I told you, I don't quite understand it. I just was told one day that the younger generation doesn't like the thumbs ups anymore. So
I don't think the young generation likes a bunch of things. Like, number 1, working. How about that? Mike, you got to work, right?
Yes, you do.
Why do these young kids don't want to work? Or they want to work like an hour a day?
Well, I think, I don't know if they don't want to work.
Do you have nieces and nephews, or they work?
I have, man, they both like.
So do mine.
Yeah, they both work. They
so
both,
do mine.
They want to make money. They, mom and dad will give them so much, but they all, you got to make your own money, right?
Well, that's the thing. It gives you responsibility.
Hmm.
It gives you freedom, like your driver's license, right?
Yeah.
Don't steal cars. That's another whole story. But I don't understand why people don't want to work. Like young people. Okay. His nephews do. My nieces and nephews also work because it was instilled in them as a young age. But there's a lot of people that aren't working and are bitching. I don't want to work. Somebody can tell me what to do. That's what a job is, Mike, right? Like a boss tells you what to do when you're supposed to do it to the best of your ability, not complain and bitch and go, I don't feel like it today. I'm having a day. And the boss goes, don't care. Put the shit on the shelf or go home, right? Oh, can I work from home? Can you put stuff on the shelf? No. All right. So that whole Zoom thing, I think, ruined. Let's be honest. How many people did that ruin? Zoom, working from home.
Working from home?
Yeah, now everybody still wants to work from home.
Hey, man, if you can do it, I can't do it.
If you can do it, right.
I can't do it. When I'm home, I find I want to do laundry. I want to be out in the backyard.
Yeah.
Doing the things that, I try to cram into the weekend. And if I'm home, I want to do them then. So I have to go to the office because I'm much more productive. And I still think that going into the office is much better because you get that social interaction with your coworkers.
It is. You got to be around people. Yeah. Now, years ago, when I worked at an engineering firm in Dartmouth, you remember that over there in Texas?
I do, yeah.
So when I was working at that engineering firm, my back went out. I have a really bad back. long story, high risk maneuvers in the bedroom when I was a young man. Actually, that's not true. I wish it was. That's the story. We'll go with that. But I had to go off for a couple of weeks, and I worked from home on that. I was working on the Canada Arm at that time, writing the program for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I might have worked 3 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Like,
yeah.
You just don't, what, the baseball game's on? Or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people can work at home, but I would suggest you don't get anything done. Maybe half the amount of time. Half.
Like I said, to each their own. There's some people that they have a good setup. They have their office.
Sure.
They close their door. They can
Sure.
you don't have people coming into your office and like talking to you.
It's a good reason not to wear pants.
It is a good reason not to wear pants. That's right.
You might get caught out on that one, so be careful.
Yeah.
You remember that during the COVID, there was an older gentleman, like in his 80s, not older than us, and he decided halfway through that he was going to masturbate, but didn't realize that, like, when you just...
What videos are you watching?
No, somebody sent me this.
Old 80-year-old masturbating, dude. You're looking at the wrong videos.
No. Yeah, I know. No. Somebody sent it to me. They go, look what happened at the Zoom call. Like, so the guy was like in the Zoom call, and then he just decided, okay, if I just turn this off, the Zoom's off. It's not off, and he got fired.
Well,
anyway,
I think so.
Point, and I don't want to say his name, but the point is, they hired him back a year later.
Right.
Because here's my point. Men are savages and disgusting. You'll never see a woman click off her Zoom call for a minute and go, okay, I got to go diddle myself. And, a man like, right in the middle of a conversation. No woman, a self-respecting woman would do that. Okay. Well, I can think of a few I dated in university, but that's a different story. They now have OnlyFans, so you can go see them if you want. Never mind. COVID, just what a nightmare. Right.
Yeah, I don't remember the masturbation story, but I do remember
for sure.
I do remember the one. I think there was a lawyer that they were in court, and he somehow turned himself into a cat. He had the wrong filter on, and he didn't know how to turn the filter off.
And he was talking as a cat.
So he's talking. If you ever go, you can go.
Did he win the case?
He said, I think he said something like, "I can assure you, I am not a cat." So thanks for that.
So this is one of those Canadian university applications.
That's it.
Used to be, remember, Doctor, Miss, Mrs. or Mrs. Now it's like 23 things. You can be a helicopter and a cat and whatever else you want to be.
Yeah.
Can I be Jesus, I guess?
Yeah.
But it's just absolutely foolish.
So, it's the same with this. Like, hopefully when we get up, you don't leave the audio on and then
hear yourself. We're going to the bathroom.
Taking a leak or something here.
And dropping a deuce in the bathroom.
Right.
What's that noise?
Nobody needs to hear that.
Well, some people pay good money for that. What I hear.
Speaking of OnlyFans, there's a market for everybody, I guess.
There is. I mean, I know a girl on there that makes $100,000 a month showing her feet.
I am.
Okay, now they're this big, fine, but still showing her feet. You want to see my giant ass feet? All right, 100,000. Pay. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to wait. I have to walk in Jell-O or cake.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh wait, and I have to have tits. I forgot about that part because I have to wear a bikini when I do it.
Oh, right.
But remember, Mike, it's all about feet.
Right. Because I don't think there's women out there paying
OnlyFans
accounts to look at a man's hairy, calloused feet, right?
I don't think, there's some freaks, but I don't think anybody wants to see my size 10.
And just to clarify, I don't mean that all men have hairy, calloused feet.
My feet are soft. I take care of my feet. I go get pedicures and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, the things I've heard about, I know people that went to the Middle East and done some weird stuff on a glass coffee table.
Okay.
We're not going to go there, but if anybody's willing to show us those videos, send them here. And we'll see.
Yeah, send them to Greg.
Yeah. Send them. We'll see what happens. But anyway. Yeah. All right. So listen, we're going to take off for today. Follow us on wherever you watch your podcast. It'll be up and around. So once again, Mikey D, Bobby D, brothers from another mother. Mutter's like an udder, right?
That's it.
Well, we did suck on udders when we were small, I guess. So regardless, you would think, come see us. We're always going to be here. We're going to just talk shit. That's the way it is.
That's the way it's going.
Peace, everybody. Have a good day. And guess what? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.